Alright everybody, welcome to the first set of our winners semi-finals. We have the appropriately named Azula going up against Metal Militia. Yes, you did just see him and now you're seeing him again because we love Militia that much. No bias. Anyway, what I am very excited to see here is Azula because again, unless my memory is playing tricks on me, I don't believe they participated in any NASB at ESC tournaments thus far. Which means we finally get to see them flexing their skills on a big stage. And I do love me some big stage Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 gamers. You know, I like a big play. I do like a big play. That one may have been a little greedy. And I am a greedy person. Do not get me wrong. Oh! It worked out that time. Blood ain't no way they went for that twice after the whiff, and oh my goodness gracious, Azula is getting the damage in right now. That is fantastic to see. So, this seems to be the game plan, unless I'm mistaken, because I think, I have no idea who was the person who got set up on this particular stage, but damn, this is a good one for both of our characters, and Azula, both in name and in character, is dancing around, gliding around, and getting all of the damage that they seem to muster from it. And that was a pretty clean kill confirm there as well. How fantastic to see was that? Right, good attempts to read the roll coming out there from Militia. Didn't quite find it, but a grab will surely send Azula to the death pits. Alright, getting some grabs, trying to find a tech. A good... You know what? All of our players so far this evening have been doing a great job of just dancing out of damage. It's been great to see. Like, they've been reading their opponent's plays and just dancing out of it. It's great. It's one of the things that happens when you have a game that is so very tightly focused around movement and platforms. I love it. This is why I love this game, gamers. It's why I love this game. And I also love seeing stocks like that play out. Oh my goodness gracious me. I will say, I like that as a little bit of adaptation. You don't get off the... Oh, you do not want to be on that top platform. That is a dangerous place to be right now. That is very unsafe. Alright, good dancing around. Like this. Let's see if Azula has another stock in the tank. They're just trying to very smartly set themselves up with the projectile and then running in with a light forward. I do like to see it. It's very quick, you know, it's safe, mostly safe on block. If your opponent ain't prepared to slime cancel, which, you know, maybe a bit much unless it's guaranteed win, but when you've got a whole stock ahead and all of these slime bars and an Akuma stock... Oh! Militia at it again! With the greedy strong downs off stage to go 1-0 up in this best of 5. It's round 1 and 2 of my last TEKKEN bracket, so... I don't know, I think that TO the 129 has it out for me. Alright, we are here on the stage we were locked into beginning. We are on Jellyfish Fields. It smells and feels like a sweet home to some of our players. It's probably the most played stage at NASB and ESC, thanks to our dear friends Mickey Bite and Slab Trooper. But let's see if both of these players can get something on the go on this particular arena. Which, let's be real here gamers, let's be real. We know that that platform in the middle is a deadly mistress if you use it right. And although they didn't get much of an opportunity to show off their skills in the last one, because damn, Militia wanted to make it difficult for them, I get a feeling Azula can really flourish in this one. The stage is a bit more open, so they're not just going to fall into Reptar hurt boxes. Oh, they have more punish opportunities. Didn't quite find it there, but, you know, was probably like, oh yeah, that's a thing that can happen in this matchup. Because I'll be real, you don't fight Nigel that often, you know. You just don't fight Nigel that often. He is a bit silly. A bit silly. We'll go for that. Oh, teetering, but not actually fighting a stock, using probably a bad input. I'm going to charitably chuck it up to there. It can be difficult in some of these international matches. But we see the Scottish sniper themselves, Metal Militia, dancing around, whiffing themselves that move. Couldn't quite get the click of the fingers for a stock. Which, to be fair, when you're playing Nigel, what else are you trying to do? Like, just back air your way for a win? Which, yeah, I mean, you're gonna, because the back air is super damn strong. But is it all you want to do? Nah. You want to get greedy. You want to do some funny stuff. You want to down throw a 20 into a snap of the fingers and score some stock. But if you're Azula, you just kind of want to keep doing this, actually. Oh, taunting on stage as well. Okay, gamers. Yo, the air fireballs are coming out every time I see it. I am praising it every time I see somebody whip out the air fireballs because I love air fireballs in air games. And speaking of games, we are seeing a stock coming through there. Very nicely done. Azula definitely doing a little better on this stage. Gives them more space to run around, get away from somebody's more deadly attacks, and more importantly, when it's time for Azula to start ramping up the pressure, then Azula can ramp it up in twofold. It can be a bit difficult when your opponent has multiple aerial jumps and dashes and a back air which seems criminally unfair and totally was not at the behest of a certain member of the Super Smash Bros. Melee community, but it's fun to see, is my point. I love watching Nigel, and I love watching Azula as well, because the blow-up potential is fantastic. Yo, a slime-empowered recovery didn't quite make it to ledge, but unpunished! But then just ran into that. It happens. Oh! The Falcon kick? Okay, it didn't stock, and it cost them their lives, but it was kind of cool to see it, was it not, gamers? Alright. Going for a charged down struggle on stage as Nigel. Definitely not a good place to be, because it puts you at a bad disadvantage if you mess it up. And I think Azula's been struggling to punish this one. Nigel's one of the more punishable characters on the roster, and oh! Definitely struggling because they found themselves in an early place in Davy Jones's locker. Speaking of things that I love to see, we are going from character to character to character, not staying in one place too long as we got ourselves a Donnie? I'm really bad. I am actually terribly bad at knowing which turtle is which, because it is very odd. There we go. Alright, the bracket has been changed over. Everything should be good. Changed over now. There we are. Gotta make sure everything's going right. Okay, helpful person in chat, my dear friend Mikan has confirmed this is Donatello, and Donatello does machines, and Donatello does clean little stops like that, because, ooh, you know, some games they have a swordy character, other games they have the stick character. This is like if Jackson, Sephiroth, and Cloud were just mashed together in one great big lump of hitboxes and moves. To be fair, I'm surprised I don't play him, because I love playing Cloud. And oh my god! That was clean! Probably could have stocked a lighter character, but Azula not quite there. Okay, that's fantastic use of the kick. I gotta be real, I'm surprised that some of Azula's very strong empowered slime moves aren't finding stocks here. I guess when you go to a stage like Harmonic, which keep in mind, due to losing the previous game, was one that Azula opted into, you just can get away from some of these kills, but if the damage keeps ramping up, it can be difficult. It can be very, very difficult. Anyway, to my dear friends Cherry and Help Me, do not fear, I see yous. On my end it says that Help Me is 1-0 up in the set. So, hopefully that holds true for yourselves. If not, we'll resolve it after the set is over and make sure everything is reported properly. But we're talking about a 2-0. We're talking about a 2-0 set lead here at the moment for Militia, and they've been doing it on a different character each time. I tells you, one of the great things about these platform fighters is that they are less intensive on the old muscle memory. It's more about your actual mechanical skill and execution. And the benefit, as we're seeing right now, is that you can be very liquid with who you're playing and how you're playing it. And I love to see this character variety coming out. It is fantastic. God damn. This is clean. But clean here, clean there. I feel like I'm saying the word clean quite a lot. If there is one thing we do not want to see, it's the floor being cleaned with Azula. They only have one stock left against 3 of Militia's. They are gonna have to pull in the miracle run if they want this one, and I don't think Militia wants to give it to him. Ooh, of course, the teleportation pad, the up B that comes out of Donnie. Very tricky if you're not keeping tabs on it, of course. The game does not do a great job of highlighting it, but I guess it is supposed to be a bit of a secret. Okay, good reading in there. 3 slime bars that we have on side for Azula here. Probably just going to use it to cancel out and give themselves that extra lease on life. But finding themselves a stock there, that's good to see. Alright, trying to pepper in with some of those Howdowkins, and oh! There we go! Oh! Oh my Militia. That was pretty damn clean to win the set 3-0. Fantastic performance from both players. But goddamn, that was good stuff from both. GG, well played to both of you.